Our face, our human face, is just something fantastic. And why do I show my face constantly and only my face, decontextualized by this black background and only my face? Like, I know that some people might think that I'm a protagonist, that I'm a narcissist, that I'm a self-centered person, only wanting to show myself, to show off, and so on. Of course, partly it's true, because we are everything. So I am also that, but not only that. I am narcissistic in the sense that I want to be seen, and I want to show off, and I want to be seen. I need to be seen. And since I live on my own, but I need to be seen since I was very small. Have a look at my autobiographic video, Someone to Love. My method, I created my method from this need to be seen. Yeah. So yes, I'm sort of an exhibitionist, but all these are labels. And I'm not only that, as everybody else. You know, we can't label people, because we are everything. We have the potential to be everything and anything. So I show off, I show my face. I show my face, and only my face. First of all, because in my work, the face is crucial. And I will explain why the face is crucial in my work, and not only in my work. But, so, the face is a jewel that we have. Yeah? I will explain that later. But secondly, because I'm not the I don't have the fashionable profile. I'm not a young, beautiful woman. I'm 58. I am bald. I have no makeup. I wear no makeup at all. In the first videos, I used to put my sort of skin, you know, for my skin, because I have all these sort of, you know, not very nice skin. Although I used to have a very nice skin, but of course I'm 58, so that's normal. I have stains in my skin. Anyway, I used to cover them, but now I don't cover them anymore. I don't wear makeup. I don't have hair, because hair is seduction. So I'm a middle-aged woman. Yeah, you know, I'm just not the fashionable profile. Yeah, and therefore I show my face. Okay, because I'm not the fashionable profile. But also, I show my face because it's a jewel that we have. And the face in my work is so important, first of all, because the face is a mirror, works like a mirror. In the sense that the face is such an amazing, expressive, incredibly expressive thing. Not only because it works like a mirror, because of the mirror neurons, but also because of the microexpressions, of the millions of microexpressions that our face can express, the emotions that we can express. And therefore, it's like, in this society, people tend to hide the face, to conceal the face, perhaps because they don't conform with the market standards of beauty. That is also why I show my face, because I don't conform with the market standards of beauty. But also, it's just an incredible thing, the face, because, like, you know, in my videos I often say that in this society we are sort of, we are sort of forced to be happy, because if we want to be successful in life, we are we have to be happy and show that we're happy, yeah? And therefore we will be successful, yeah? in all fields of our life, friendship, love, whatever, yeah? So we have to be happy and show that we're happy. Yeah? The social networks, people confusing their appearance with their being, yeah? With their, I appear, so the public image is confused with the inner image. Yeah? The image you project in the social networks or publicly, that image sort of substitutes your inner image. So in a society like this, a lot of people try to control their face. Perhaps they do, how do you say that? They go to the doctor and they operate and they change their face, yeah? Because they want to conform to those standards of beauty, or they try to control the face. But we cannot control the face. Because the face is the expression of the unconscious. The unconscious, and therefore the shadow, because the shadow, as I said in other videos, needs to be expressed. And since it needs to be expressed, it does so unconsciously. And therefore we cannot control what our face will express to other people. Of course, we cannot control what other people will perceive on our face, because that will be subjective or partly subjective, because perception, as Merleau-Ponty says, is 50% the perceived object or face, in this case, and 50% the perceiver's lived experiences. So people project their perceptions onto our face as well. So we cannot control anything. So then why try to be happy, show that you're happy and smile, those people who are saying smile, smile, smile. What? It's like, again, being forced to smile? Because there's people still that they believe that if you smile and smile a lot, you will be happier, and you will make other people happier, and that's bullshit. Of course, if you convince yourself that you're happy, you might be, for a while, a little happy, but can you really control what your unconscious needs to express? You can't. And if you try to do that, so part of yourself will be rejected. Yeah? And if you reject your shadow, the shadow needs expression and it will come back in some other way. Or it will go to the collective unconscious and then, globally explode in forms of war or other things. I know this is my theory, yeah? But it's not a sort of apocalyptic theory. It's based on Gregory Bateson, who says that the pattern which connects, that we are all connected, and Carl Gustav Jung, who talks about the collective unconscious. Anyhow, this is better explained on another video. The thing is that the face is this expression, unconscious expression, so thank heavens that we have this face that will don't obey to our mind's control of ourselves and of what we project in our relationships. So our face is a jewel, is fantastic because of this capacity of expression from the unconscious. And in the artwork, so in the self-portrait as in SPEX, we transform these emotions into art, and therefore these emotions and inner life appears in one image. And this image contains opposite aspects of the self. And the aim of this artwork, the artwork contains everything. The unconscious creative process wants to show the whole human being, and not just one part. We are whole people. We have different parts, and there's nothing to reject in us. So the face will show this multiplicity of opposite things that exists and coexist in our unconscious and in our being, in our essence, in our identity. And this we can see in the artwork. The artwork shows that the two sides of the face are very different. Very often the emotional side of the face, which is connected to the right brain hemisphere, it's the emotional side of the face, and it's the side of the introspection, of perhaps of the feeling lost, of the not knowing, yeah, because it's the side of vulnerability and of the emotions, but also it's the creative side because it's the right side of the brain. Whereas the right side of the face, which is connected to the left brain hemisphere, is the side connected with the mind. But not only with the mind, it's the side of the goals, and the strategy to get what we want, and the side of the future, and the side of the relationship. And so it's not the introspection, but it's the communication. Of course, not all artworks express these things exactly, we can see other things, but we know that these two sides of the brain make the human being perfect, because they balance each other. And this can be seen in many artworks that we produce. I will consider inserting the work on the perception of one work or something. Anyway, I will soon publish another video in which we talk about the two sides of the face. So, where was I? The face. So, the artwork puts together these two opposite sides, and therefore, if something was disturbing in that image, then the other side will save us, so to speak, will balance. And if we can see, for example, in this side of the face, something really disturbing and vulnerable and weak and so on, in this other side we will see the reaction to that, because the two sides balance each other. In the same way, Carl Gustav Jung says that the human psyche is like a homeostatic system in which the materials from the unconscious need to pass to consciousness, so need expression regularly. In the same way, the face is like a homeostatic system in which if one side expresses vulnerability or not knowing, the other side will express strength and knowing. And actually it's this is the side of the intelligence, of the wisdom, of the mission. Yeah. So when we look at these artworks, we realize that we are everything, and that we have this, but also its opposite. It's the deconstruction of dichotomies. We are everything, and we are union of opposites. And the artworks allow us to unite the different parts of the self. And all this is visible in the human face. Now, there has been this work on microexpressions, on research. At the same time, there's a film called Lie to Me, which is based on this scientist who says he knows what a person is feeling, or at least he knows if a person is lying just by watching these microexpressions. Because for him, each microexpression means something. Now, this is used in the film, in the TV series, by the police, because the police want to know if we are lying or we're not lying, or if a prisoner is lying or not. But I just don't agree. Because I believe, because Merleau-Ponty says that perception is 50% subjective, who is going to affirm or assert that this gesture means that this person is feeling this? The human psyche is so complex with the emotions that, and the perception is partly subjective. So who is going to say that this means this? I just don't agree. And in my workshops, we work on the multiple and ever-changing perceptions of the human face. And we realize that this perception keeps changing. So how can the police or anyone interpret every microexpression? It's just not possible, because perception changes all the time. And because even though someone might do like this, you can interpret that in many different ways. And you know, the mixture, if in one face, in one photograph, we can see so many different things, these emotions coexist. So we have, in every instant, we have this mixture of different emotions. There is already a mixture, so how can you be sure of your perception if it's partly subjective? It's just not possible. So the face is revolutionary, because the face escapes every interpretation of feeling. The only thing that we can do is that we can work on our mirroring, and that's why it is partly subjective, on our mirroring of that face, and seeing this and this and this and this. And this work allows us to understand that there is a myriad, that there is millions of possibilities of perception, and millions of possibilities of expression, and millions of possibilities in our potential. So we can be everything and anything and anybody, and the potential is huge. So that's the only thing that saves us, and that's the only thing that will deconstruct the dichotomies: good, bad, ugly, beautiful, weak, strong, and everything, because we are everything at the same time, and there's the potential to be everything. And this is a message against all labels, against all judgment. It's a message that allows us to be empathic, to train our empathic gaze, and to avoid the judgment, because he who has no sin shall throw the first stone.